Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew Shorts. Today, I have two stories for you with updates from the rSlash relationship subreddit, both involving cheating, mistresses, and the OPs wondering if they should tell the other woman. So let's jump into it. Long-distance boyfriend cheated on me after 3 years together with another girl. Do I tell the other girl? Long story short, I figured out from 3,000 miles away he's been cheating. Started with a phone call popping up on his screen with the girl's name on FaceTime. I said go take your phone call. He then refused, said it was his male friend, confused/gaslit me, and made me rethink the name I had read. Wasn't a huge alarm bell because I thought I just misread the name. Then I found them with matching Instagram profile pics of all things. Praise be to the Instagram algorithm suggesting her account to me the day after the phone call incident. And I put two and two together and confronted him. He admitted to it. From the date in the girl's bio, they've been together for 9 months. We were together for about 3 years. He knew her before he knew me, didn't think anything of it. He still insists at the beginning nothing was going on, but flirting and sex happened about 9 months ago. He had a snap streak with her since before we knew each other properly. Whatever. It didn't bother me when I saw it. Anyway, now he's been cheating with her, emotionally and physically, but she's still partially long distance, I believe. I'm not really sure. She doesn't know he was with me and has no idea of our relationship or my existence. He said he's too scared to break up with her because she's suicidal, self-harms, gets very upset with him, i.e., he claims he was forced to do the Instagram profile pic thing because otherwise she gets upset. And she takes anger out on him. Issues with drugs and alcohol, parents drug addicts, so not a supportive home life. He's kind of a therapist-esque for her, I think. Supports her and whatever. We talked for about an hour after I confronted him, which is why I know all of this. Classic cheater caught scenario. Crying and apologizing. The kicker was when I said break up with her and block her. It's unhealthy for you and unfair for her. She needs professional mental health help, which you can't provide, and you're screwing with your own sanity. He refused, said she'd harm herself, and he couldn't deal with that on his conscience. I was like, I'll DM her then, and tell her if he's too chicken too. He said, please don't, she'll harm herself. I think he genuinely worries about her. I'm unsure. I don't really know who he is anymore. But now I'm dealing with a moral conundrum. Do I tell her, the potentially suicidal, depressed, recovering/current drug and alcohol addicted youngish girl, that her boyfriend of at least 9 months, and I'm guessing they've been talking/flirting for longer, had a girlfriend of 3-ish years, and he's been lying to her and to me? Or do I not get involved and leave them be? Update. I told her. I sent her a long message from my own Instagram account. No burners or anything. Lots of empathy and kindness. Told her I was on her side. She asked for proof, and I sent that through. X texted me 5 minutes later with, "You did it, hey?" I'd blocked him on all social medias except for phone number. Then he weirdly thanked me. Said it was better for his head and mental health now. I did him a favor. Baffled me a little. Sent him a couple harsh text messages explaining it wasn't for him, but for her. She deserved the truth. He apologized again, and then I sent him a final message and blocked. Girl seemed devastated. Not angry at me, thankfully, as I was scared of her spinning it against me, which I don't think I could have handled in my delicate state. Told her I was there for her. Had a little chat, but haven't talked to her since. Not expecting to continue talking. I don't know if she properly broke up with him or taking a break, since they still follow each other on Instagram, but she changed her profile pic so it's no longer matching, and relationship date from her bio is gone. None of my business what happens next. I just hope she's okay and takes the next steps which are healthy for her. No idea if she's suicidal or self-harming. I had that in the long message sent to her that he told me you were vulnerable and suffering from depression, so I debated sending this message, but I think you deserve the truth. Inevitably, I think it's better for her to know rather than confide in a liar who is abusing her vulnerability. I love this OP. She handled herself so well, knows her self-worth, didn't allow her ex to gaslight her, and not only that, but she was brave enough to tell the mistress, and with empathy, "You go, girl. Girl power for the win." I'm glad it all turned out this way. Hopefully her ex is telling the truth and leaves that other girl alone, because it sounds like they are not good for each other either. All of these people need to just go their separate ways. And my advice to OP now is to remember that time heals all wounds, and one day her ex will just be a near non-existent speck in her life, and she will be so proud of herself on how she handled him and the situation. I had a one-night stand with a guy and later found out he has a long-term girlfriend. Should I tell her? A few weeks ago, I was at a bar with some friends and this really handsome, charming guy approached me and brought me a drink. We were chatting and then he suddenly kissed me and we exchanged numbers. Later that night, I was at home and he texted me asking if I wanted to meet up. I did. I gave him my address and he came over. We had a drink. And then we had sex. He was surprised when I asked him to use a condom. He said, "How cute. You're so careful." And I just laughed it off and said, "I don't know you, and you don't know me." Anyway, after that, he went home. During the week, I was scrolling through Facebook on my lunch break, and he came up as a suggested friend, probably because his number is in my phone. I clicked on his profile, and he's in a relationship. He's been with this girl since 2017, and she posts about him a lot. She looks to be very much in love with him. I know he's probably sleeping with other women aside from me. He was so swift the way he came in, got me a drink, kissed me, and got my number that I feel he's done it plenty of times before. I'm shocked that he didn't intend on using a condom. I don't have an STD, but he doesn't know that, and he was just willing to risk giving an STD to his girlfriend. Maybe he has already. I'm also not on any birth control pill, so his willingness to take that risk was surprising. I was so torn about what to do in this scenario. I considered making a burner Facebook account and messaging her, or not getting involved at all, or asking him what's going on. I didn't decide on a solution. And then, this weekend that just passed, he messaged me again on Saturday night, asking me to come out with him. I left him on red. Should I message her? Do I do it from a fake account? Update. Didn't expect this to blow up in the way it did. I'm not looking for advice anymore. I'm just here to update. Stop telling me to message her, or him, or whoever. I'm not comfortable with that anymore, and I will not be getting involved further. I wish I could say I swooped in and was the hero of this story, and rescued this girl from potentially more years of being disrespected by this man, but I'm pretty sure she saved herself. I read every comment on my last post and weighed up all the options, and I decided I would wait exactly a month and a half so that it wasn't so obvious who I was, then make a burner account and DM the girlfriend just with some vague information about what happened, and leave it up to her to decide if she wants to believe me. However, shortly after I made that post, I checked both of their Facebook profiles, and they now both say single. She has also removed all pictures of him. On her latest Instagram post, there's a few comments from her friends expressing that they're here for her, they hope she's okay, etc. So it's safe to say they broke up. My guess is that he was sleeping with other girls as well as with me, and one of them alerted her to it. So it worked out in the end. A very sad situation, but at least she's not wasting more of her precious young years on that guy. I mean, it is possible that the guy and the other woman were in the midst of breaking up and just didn't take it off Facebook yet. Who knows? Personally though, if I were OP, I would still tell the ex what happened regardless, not only to protect her and tell her to get tested for STDs, but also to find out if they were actually together. You don't want to make assumptions about someone's character without knowing the full story. Although, if OP is staying anonymous and isn't telling anyone about the incident, then I guess it doesn't really matter, and to save herself from the stress of the situation, it's best just to move on. And that seems like what OP wants to do anyways. Everyone should still get tested for STDs though. But anyways, that is all for me today. I hope you enjoyed those 2 relationship stories. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!